Oops. Hey, how you guys doing today? Wonderful to see all of you here. Okay, some questions I have here. Couple questions. Mark, I've read The Secret a lot, still don't get it. Doesn't work for a lot of people. What's happening? Mark, real secret to law of attraction, something is missing. Mark, vibration stuff. What about me? My vibration, I can't vibrate high enough to manifest. I'm just paraphrasing these questions, right? But that's what we're going to go into today. So we're going to get started with that. All right. So the first one we'll touch on is The Secret. So all of you watch the movie The Secret. Many of you heard about The Secret. Many of you done years of reading and studying the law of attraction, metaphysics, spirituality, consciousness, maybe even quantum physics, and you're still not quite getting it, right? So let me put some little caveat for you. Maybe this will help you to get it. All right. So I think, what is it? 50 million people read The Secret, and most of the individuals that read The Secret or watched the movie or whatever, it didn't work for them. So here's the thing that The Secret is really missing. The Secret says, ask, believe, and receive. That's the whole point of manifesting. Ask, believe, and receive. But there's one important thing it's missing that it didn't teach you. It didn't teach you the language of those things. It didn't teach you how to communicate with the minds. It only taught you surface level things. Surface level things that it taught you were conscious, observational, focusing. It did not teach you the language of your subconscious mind. For you to make stuff work, you got to be versed in two languages. You got to be multi-language, or multi-bilingual, multi-dimensional, whatever you want to call it. You have to speak two languages. You got to speak one in your intellect. You got to speak one in the subconscious. That's the missing ingredient. We'll go back to that in a little while. The next one now. The biggest secret, or what is the most fundamental secret about the law of attraction? So here it is. The law of attraction, or anything you want. Guys, it's not about attracting or manifesting what you want. Okay? The law of attraction is not about that. You may be looking at me here in this video and you may be confused. You may be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? You're telling me that the law of attraction, the law of assumption and manifesting is not about what I want? I'm exactly telling you that. Most people are using the law of attraction to focus on what they want. That's part of it. But that is about 30% of it. Let's see, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 70% is something missing. So the law of attraction is about what you don't want. It's about focusing on what you don't want. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? Let me simplify it for you. Each person is a unique vibrational pattern. Your vibrational sequence, your vibrational frequency, my vibrational frequency are tuned specifically to you and I. So that means the thing that you want, if you're not getting it, it's not because you don't deserve it. It's because your beliefs and expectations are keeping it away from you, from your core frequency. So if you're smart and you're listening and paying attention to what I'm saying, I'm actually telling you the easiest way to manifest something is to understand what you don't want and stop thinking about what you don't want. And if you stop thinking about what you don't want, what comes in? What you do want. See, most people, they spend time. Again, I'll say this again. The law of attraction, the biggest secret people do it, it's not about focusing on what you want. It's about what you don't want. And the reason is, majority of people spend time trying to figure out what they don't want. What do I mean by that? They keep thinking about it. They keep trying to figure out how not to get what they don't want. Do you get that now? Does that make sense? Okay, I'll make it simpler. Let's make it even simple for you to understand this. All right. Let's use money. So someone will say, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be poor. Okay? So they're trying to fix that. They're trying to not be poor or broke. But what they don't understand is the act of trying is actually making you more broke and poor. Again, I told you before, I told you this. I said, guys, languages of the subconscious and the conscious are on two different maps. When I told you, what you resist will persist. What you fight against, you're preparing for. What you're preparing against, you're inviting it in. Now is the bell going off and clicking in your head now? You're like, oh man, okay, this makes sense. So the secret is, if you know you don't want to be broke or poor, just make the decision to allow wealth. If you know you don't want to be sick, just make the decision to allow health. If you know you don't want to be lonely, just make this decision to be open for love. That's the secret. Okay, now you're getting it. I see the comments. Good. Great. Great. See, guys, creating and attracting whatever it is that you want is not about what you want, because you already know what you want. You have it already. It's about getting out of what you don't want. And here's the reason why. Now I'm going to talk about the language of the unconscious mind so you can get some stuff happening. So our subconscious mind is wired for high emotional output. The key word is high emotional output, not good emotional output or bad emotional output. Whichever one is higher, your subconscious will respond to that and will create an environment to manifest that. Do you understand that? I'm going slow. I'm taking my time, because many of you may be new to this. Maybe you're just missing the piece. So I'm going again. So do you understand what I'm saying there? So what I'm actually saying to you is that it's the amount of emotion and energy you put out. Your subconscious will see that as a beacon to take action. Again, it's not about good high emotion, bad high emotion. It's whichever emotion is higher. Now here's the problem. Here's the thing that messes all of us up. Unfortunately, as kids, our brains were wired to feel high emotion more predominantly in the form of what we don't want, in the form of negativity, lack, fear, doubt, worry. So anytime you think about those things, they exhibit the highest emotion. They trump the feel-good emotions. So when they exhibit a high emotion, your subconscious will lock onto that because it's illogical. Remember the language, the subconscious does not know good or bad. It's just looking for whichever has the highest input. It's looking for who can give me the most attention. That's what your subconscious is looking for. Who's going to scream louder than me? You have two people at the concert. One person is good, one person is bad. Don't care. Who screams the loudest, I'm going to pay attention to. So, let's go back. So if someone says, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be lonely, and I don't want to be sick. That is a high emotional output. So when you do those things, your subconscious thinks you want more of those things. Voila. Are you getting it now? So you see, most people focus on what they don't want unconsciously, and they are creating more of it because no one taught them the verse of how the mind works and operates. Okay, I'll put further proof to this. The universe, the multiverse, can only ever say yes. It can never say no to you. Everything is a yes. Okay? All right. I want more money. I want to be successful. Universe says, yes, you want more money. Yes, you want to be successful. You will never get successful and you will never get more money. Because when you say, yes, I want more money, the state of being you're in is a state of want. So the universe is just going to represent to you more want of getting money. So you'll constantly be teased by money. You'll see a lot of your friends making money. You won't make the money. You'll see other people having money. You won't get the money. It's not the universe playing a cruel trick on you. It's just how it works with the frequency. So now if you go to the universe and says, why do I consistently make more than enough money to live the life I desire? The universe says, yes. Here is why you make more money to live the life you desire. Now you will make money because in order to do that, you have to live the life you desire. Do you understand how this works? So the thing that they took out of the secret and manifesting and consciousness and mindset is they don't show you that you have to decode the different languages of both of the minds. And they also didn't show you how emotions operate within the subconscious on an emotional, energetic level and also on an intellectual level. No one showed you that your subconscious cannot differentiate between good or bad. Your subconscious cannot think. No one showed you that even though you use your conscious mind to make a decision, you still have to go and tell the subconscious what the decision is that you made more specifically. See, so that's what I'm saying to you. So a lot of the stuff, the books you read, they are surface level. And I can't blame them for that, because the problem is this, the issue is when these authors and these teachers and they're writing these books, most of them don't know this. They are oblivious to this, otherwise they'll put it in the book. Or maybe some of them know it, but they might find it too difficult and it's too hard and people won't buy their book and people won't read the book or the programs they put out. It's unfortunately, that's the truth, guys. It's the unfortunate truth. We put out things that are clickbait, that'll make you more easy. So it's a lot more easier for me to come on here and say, just feel good and you'll get what you want. Everybody will jump on that. But that's not how it works. So that's why I'm teaching you, I'm showing you that if you want the sugar-coated thing, there's plenty of that out there, but you won't get what you want. But if you want the truth, you're going to have to imply some discipline, you're going to have to imply repetition, and you're going to have to do a lot of focus to get it. That's just the truth of it. So you're wasting your time if you're just sitting there, believe, receive, and attract. It's not going to come in like that. So this is why I am making this video, because a lot of you have the wrong idea of how it works. Now, are you understanding? There's a lot of people coming on here, logging in, so I'll have to explain this again over a little bit. But if you're on this live, this information will change your life, because it is the missing link to what you've been messing up for years. Well, how do I know this? What makes me qualified to teach this stuff? Well, I'll tell you what makes me qualified to teach this stuff. I've won the lottery a lot of times. I've won something that they say was a game of odds and chance and probability. And I did not use that. I used the fundamental laws I'm teaching you to do it. I wrote 2 books on this. Many of you have been following me for a few years, so you may know this. But I'll repeat it again. Thanks for the mustache. I love that hat. I love those gifts. If you can do more gifts like that with the hats and stuff, that makes the video even more cooler. Alright. Again, someone says they're just checking in. Remember the secret. It's all about the emotional output you're putting out. So we are wired to think of what we don't want the most. So anytime you think of something you don't want, you may think, oh, it's fleeting, but that carries a very high energy emotion. So that's going to draw your subconscious attention. So your subconscious attention now will generate more of that. So as I said, the secret to law of attraction manifested is not really focusing on what you want. It's really taking your attention away from what you don't want. It's to stop focusing on what you don't want. I'm going to show you something even deeper than that. Let me show you how simple this is. This is deep. This is going to blow your mind. All you have to do, see, I love that hat and the mustache, man. Good stuff. All you have to do is when you become aware of what you don't want, okay, you must starve it. You must take your attention away from it. Because when energy doesn't get a supply, it will dissipate and change form. If you're feeding the energy, it's going to continue to grow. So starve your negative energy. Starve what you don't want. So if you catch your mind saying, man, I don't want to be poor, you immediately say, oh, no, okay, I just want to feel abundant. Or take your mind to something else. Or think of something that make you feel good. Here's what's going to happen. Remember I said that each individual have what I call their baseline vibrational frequency. So when you were born as a baby and you got here, all the information that you need to create a desired life, a prosperous life, was stored in your DNA. So it's in your system already. So that means you literally don't have to try to figure out what you want. You already know what you want. It's encoded in you. It becomes activated when you stop thinking about what you don't want. Because now you're open in the space for the universe to bring it to match the coded information in your DNA since you were a child. You see that? You were taught that you have to figure out what you want. You were also taught that you have to figure out how to get what you want. Far, far from the truth. Inaccurate. It's a lie. BS. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is get into a space where your mind is in a state of peace and neutrality. All you have to do is get into a state of positivity. Just be optimistic. That's all you have to do. If you can do that, you will activate what has already been programmed inside of you from you. So, once you do that, the next step, we're going to retrain. We're going to retrain the subconscious mind, because you have to retrain it. It's already trained to go backwards, not what you want. That you can't, there's nothing you can do about that. That happened since you were a kid. But once you become aware of it, now you have to go fix the damage that's already been done. So now we have to become a master at translating the languages of our unconscious mind. You have to be bilingual. So you have to be able to speak, I'm just giving an example. You have to be able to speak Spanish to Spanish, and then you have to be able to translate it to English. You have to be a translator, man. You got to Chinese and say, okay, you need an English translator. Here I am. You have to be able to be bilingual. You have to be multi-bilingual language. You have to know 2 languages. How many of you knew that? Be honest. You thought, right? You think that, oh, one mind, everything. No, one mind doesn't work. Your conscious mind have a different way of processing information, and your subconscious mind has a different way of processing information. Even though both of them are chilling together, even though both of them work together, they speak 2 different languages, guys. One of them speaks intelligent, analytical, analyzing, and reasoning. One of them speak like this. Here's how one of them speak like this. One of them says, all right, I want more money. Then it says, yeah, okay, we want more money. So let's figure out how we're going to get more money. I need more money. Okay, yeah, we need more money. Let's figure out how we're going to get more money so we don't be in a state of need. I don't want to be lonely. Yeah, I know you don't want to be lonely. It means that you want to have a special person, or you want to be in love, or you want to have a companion. Yeah, I'm just giving you one language now. I'm going to give you the other one. I don't want to be sick. Okay, so we want to prevent sickness. So let's start getting some supplements. Let's start changing our diet and our lifestyle. Yeah, let's do that. That's one language. I'm going to go to the second language with the same stuff I just told you. Here we go. Yeah, I want more money. Okay, you want more money? So I'll just give you more want, but not the money. Yeah, I need more money. Oh, we still need? Oh man, that's a very powerful signal. Let me give you more need, but I'm not actually going to give you the money. That's a subconscious. I don't want to be lonely. Yeah, I know you don't want to be lonely. So you want the feeling of being lonely? Okay, I'm going to give you the feeling of being lonely. I don't want to be sick. Oh, you want to be sick? Did you know that? Did you know that? Two different ones. The first one, I just went over to you. It's trying to help you, but here is the biggest problem. And unfortunately, this is it. The first one, the guy that's smart, the guy that's intellectual, the guy that can help you to figure some stuff out, unfortunately, he can't do anything. He can't create, he can't manifest. He can only observe. He can only give you opinions. He can only give you viewpoints. The other guy that just is illogical, that's the guy that manifests stuff. It's your subconscious mind. So here's the correct way you do it. I'm going to show you one example. Let's go conscious mind. I want more money. Okay, you want more money. So let me go ahead and try to figure out how to get you more money. That's my conscious. I go to my subconscious mind now. Hey, why do I have more than enough money to live the life I desire? Okay, so you want me to show you why you have more money? So let me show you why you have more money. Because I'm illogical, I have to answer your question with a physical reality. So while the other guy up there is trying to figure out how to get me the money, this guy already figured it out. And then this guy comes back and goes to my conscious mind and say, hey, don't worry about just focus on money, but I'll figure out how to get him the money. And the conscious mind says, okay, cool. That's how it works. I'm not going to repeat this again, so sorry. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, sorry. That's the epitome of how everything works. Go apply it to whatever else you want. Use that blueprint right there, and you will go and become successful. That's the secret. You caught it. Congratulations. The language of the subconscious, questions. The language of the conscious, analytical reasoning. Anything, I'm just giving you the easiest way to do it. Anything you want, you go into the conscious with the analytical, follow that up, and you go into subconscious with the question. Let them merge and let the subconscious bring it. The subconscious will communicate to the conscious and say, stop busting your brain. You can't figure this out. It's my job. Just relax. You listen and you open and you get it. Voila. Got it? Great. With that being said, I will see you guys again next time.